There we are. All right, we're on now. Buttons weren't working. Let's get everything else set up today. All right. Got the other laptop going. So wow, that light is bright. There we go. Well, this video, or not this video, what is this? This live stream. This is what this is. A live stream is brought to you by Salt Creek Custom Ammunition for all your bismuth and tungsten needs. Give Keith a call. Tell him I sent you. You got a Salt Creek Custom Ammo. Also sponsored by Comp and Choke. Listen, I've been shooting a lot of chokes my entire career, and I have found that Comp and Choke, as far as I'm concerned, is the best out there. Give Comp and Choke a try next time you're looking for chokes. What's going on, guys? Come on in the house. Tell me who you are, where you're from, all that good stuff. And let's get the party started. There we go. Now we're cooking with grease. Oh, man, oh, my. So, what a week. What a weekend. Hope y'all had a great weekend. We're coming up on Memorial Weekend here next weekend. It's going to be, I know there's going to be a lot of backyard barbecues, but I will not be on next Monday night because of Memorial Day. But do me a favor, while you're having your backyard barbecues, stop for a minute, pray, and thank the military personnel who went before us, who died in the line of duty. Give them a little prayer and thank them. This is not Veterans Day. This is not for active duty people. This is not for veterans. This is for the ones that did not come home. So make sure you pray for them and their families. Well, I know I got a few people in here. Y'all come on up and tell me who you are. What's going on? Let's see what's in the... Let's chat a little bit. See what's going on. So, really, if you're first time in here, usually up in here, we just chat and have a good time. You know, just kind of hang out. It's kind of like what you guys do, what we do in the blind when we're out duck hunting. We just sit here and talk. We talk about anything and everything, pretty much. But that's what it's about. But it is duck hunting based. We'll talk about ducks, duck hunting, what the future holds for duck hunting, guns, shells, dogs, boats, decoys, whatever it is. Bougie's doing good. She's in cycle right now, so I can't take her anywhere because I got every dog in the neighborhood trying to dig up under the fence. So I got to watch her, but hopefully in a couple of weeks she'll be out of that. We get back to doing our workouts. I am working on a few videos, and I will be discussing this over and over all night long. But I do have a few videos that I'm working on. I got about 3 or 4 projects really that I'm working on. We're researching, it's going to be kind of in depth. So I'm doing a lot of research on this. Again, I work a full-time job. I work from 8 to 5 every day, and or every 5 days a week. And then I do want to spend some time to myself, getting out there, fish or whatever this time of year. So it's getting kind of hard to get everything together when I want it. So what's up, Keith? Was cutting grass, got caught up in a random rainstorm. I'll be over soon and sunny. It'll be over soon and sunny again so I can finish. I got you. Yeah. I'm surprised it didn't rain today. Here. Seems like it's raining every other day. It'll probably rain tomorrow when I'm, wanting to go do something tomorrow afternoon. Wait for a few people to come in because I got a question I want to ask everybody. I may even just put it up in the banner. You know what? I may do that. People can read the banner. Create a banner. Here we go. Of course, I can't type. Mm-hmm. There we go. So the question of the night is, what are your thoughts on Max Prairie Wings merging with Bass Pro Shops? I heard that today, and I checked on it, and everything I read, sure enough, that's what I'm hearing. It came out on May 17th in Wildfowl magazine. So I'm kind of wondering what your thoughts are. Looks like everybody done left, but Keith, are you still here? So the question is up for grabs. It's scrolling in the banner. That's the question of the day. Let's see if I can find something else while we're goofing around. Dude, usually quality goes down and cost goes up with anything Bass Pro Shop. Yeah, that's what I'm not liking it. Max was personally for me, Max Prairie Wings was my go-to store. When I wanted decoys or stuff. I had every time I go to Arkansas, I mean, it's one of the places I want. It doesn't matter. I want to go there. I want to just go, if nothing else, walk around. And I'm afraid that's what's going to happen. The quality is going to go down and the costs are going to go up. I don't think they'll lose any of the employees. Maybe some of the top of the brass that's there at Max, but I think the employees are pretty much, and they were pretty knowledgeable. Every time you go there, they're pretty knowledgeable where stuff's at and what's needed. But, like I said, Max is always my go-to place. Rogers was my second. Even though I do have some Bass Pro Shop stuff, other than the fishing, some of the hunting stuff I've gotten, their final, I think, was it Final Flight? Northern Flight is what it's called. But, Max has always been near and dear to my heart. But Bass Pros, I mean, their decoy selection is way down. Oh, bougie. Come on. Yeah, I think it is, buddy. I think it's a dang shame that, hey, listen, you're either going to stay in or stay out, but the door's staying closed. Bougie is being bougie tonight. Sorry about that. You see what hat I'm wearing tonight, Keith? Yeah, it's a crying shame. Oh, done lost everybody. The Matt and Keith Ultimate Live Trail. Hey, listen, if you want to come up on here on panel with me, we come on. Just tell me you want to come. I'll put the link in the chat. We can sit there and talk about a bunch of nothing if you want to. Yo, Cody, what's up? Hey, you want to come up here with me tonight? Come on in. You're cooking. What are you cooking? What we cooking tonight? Voila. RD, what's up? What's up, Noah, if you're there listening? RD, you want to come up tonight on the panel? Basically put, if you've got a YouTube channel, I'm probably going to ask you to come up here if I know you. Yeah, nobody can tonight. What's up with you guys? So, Cody, RD, I got a question. All right. Questions on the banner scrolling. What are y'all thoughts about Max Prairie Wings and Bass Pro Shop merging? Keith, the link is in the chat room. Just all you gotta do is hit it. Jeff, what's going on? So what's up with the merch? Okay. So I went last week, talked to the guy, ordered a bunch of decals from him. I have spent all weekend and a few days putting together ideas for t-shirts and hat, t-shirts, hoodies, that kind of stuff. That's where I'm at right now. I called him today to check on the decals, and I was going to go ahead and tell him let's go ahead and get this started. And what else did I need to do? What did I need to bring him other than my ideas? So that's where we're at. I left a message on his machine. Hopefully they'll call me tomorrow. But I'm hoping to start rolling something out very soon, buddy. I already said I've never ordered from Max Prairie Wings. Man, it's my go-to place to order duck hunting stuff. I've ordered GoPros from them. I've ordered decoys, all kind of stuff. I mean, just anything and everything I can think of. Well, Jeff, the question is I heard today that Max Prairie Wings and Bass Pro Shop are going to merge. I'm trying to figure out this dang laptop. Okay. That's the thing, Jeff. They're going to merge. Like Keith said earlier, he's afraid, and it's earlier in the chat. He's afraid, like I am, that if it does merge with Bass Pro Shop, the quality of the stuff they have and is going to go down, and the price is going to go up. So I'm personally not really happy with it. But I mean, who am I to tell a business what they need to do? But I mean, I'm not going to say I'll never order from them again. I'm going to be very selective on what I order. I wish they wouldn't, but it's a business decision. I'm quite sure that the employees, the majority of them, will stay right where they're at. I'm quite sure there'll be some in the hierarchy that are going to either be replaced. So it's sad. I mean, it was only a handful of places where you could. I mean, there's there's Max Prairie Wings, there's Rogers, and I'm pretty sure Shields. They were your three major waterfowl distributors for waterfowl gear. I'm not saying the Bass Pro Shop or Cabela's doesn't sell the stuff. They just don't sell the quality of the stuff. I mean, Bass Pro Shop wants to, they want to, stick with the Northern Flight pattern, which the Northern Flight pattern's nice, but, there's other stuff. But anyway, what's going on? Let's see. Iranian Helo pilot. Hey man, nice shot. Hat with bougie matters on the back. Adjustable band. Oh gosh. Hashtag bougie matters on the back. That might be a definite there. Yeah, I've ordered from Max, I've ordered from Rogers, I've ordered from Bass Pro Shop on a few things. So I mean, it's not like I'm not saying that Bass Pro is bad, but I do, you go to Bass Pro Shops, you look at the quality of their gear versus what Max and Rogers has. There's no comparison, dude. And I just hope that they don't go to that, sell all the Max Prairie Wing gear. Once that's done, they're going to start replacing it with Northern Flight. I like natural gear. I like some of the banded products. I like Mossy Shadowgrass. I like Mossy Oak Bottomland, Palmetto Gaming, what's up? There he is, finally. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Keith. Salt Creek Custom Ammunition. What's going on?
What's up?
Oh, just trying to make a night of it, dude.
I hear you.
Have you ever ordered from Max Prairie Wings?
Just here and there.
Yeah. I mean, I think they got great stuff. Like you said earlier, the quality of the gear is liable to go down and the price is liable to go up.
That's how it goes. Selling out the big corporate.
Yep.
That's the American way. Build a brand and then sell out and go buy a house in the Bahamas or something like that.
Right.
I don't know. We'll see. It's not like any of us don't ever shop at Bass Pro or Cabela's anymore.
All right, I'm sorry?
It's not that any of us don't ever shop at Bass Pro or Cabela's anymore, but
no.
I don't know. It's just, like you said, you kind of have to be choosy on what you get and what you're looking for, I guess.
Right. It's just it was just an option, like when I'm looking for something, I go to all the stores and I sit there and look at the prices on them, and if they're all what I'm looking for and they're all within $5 or $10 of each other, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to go to Max Prairie Wings.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. I just like dealing with them. They've always been good to me. And, when I order stuff that might be wrong when I get it, I was always able to get the stuff back.
Right.
RD is saying Max Prairie Wings and Migra from South Carolina had it out. Wonder how that deal will play out. I have no clue. I have no clue to what they got into. I just happened to see it pop up on my Facebook, and the article was written in Wildfowl Magazine on May 17th. So, I know me and you're not connected, RD. For some reason, you're not connecting.
We should get like 5 people in here.
I'm trying. Cody's over there cooking somewhere. I know Anti's never going to come up.
Oh, come on.
Swamp Rat, what's going on? That's when Boss and Miger got into a selling war. Okay.
And that was at Max Prairie Wings?
Do what now?
Migra and Boss got into a selling war at Max Prairie Wings?
I don't think Boss sells outside of their own store, do they? I think they just got into a price war, is what he's trying to say.
The only place that I've heard of that Boss sells direct the store is I forgot the name of the store, but it's in Arkansas somewhere. RD would know the name of it.
No, I think they pulled out of the other store to sell to. What was the other store, RD?
That's the store I'm trying to come up with. I can't remember. Some little, not little, but fairly big retailer in Arkansas, I think. They had like a fallout.
I guess RD don't want to put his face on here.
I guess Migra had a fallout with their ownership, and Boss picked up the slack. I can't remember what the store was called. But that's the only place that I know that they sold anything retail. Everything else is direct to consumer, as far as I know.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I always thought. Was Boss was always direct to consumer.
Yeah. Is RD trying to get on?
If you were trying to talk, RD, you were not coming through.
Come on here and set us straight. We don't know what we're talking about.
Nope.
Did you hear the tariff that Biden put on China?
No.
A lot of the commodities and different products coming from China are going to increase anywhere from 25 to 100%.
What?
Yeah.
Huh.
So steel, tungsten, batteries, I mean, like tons of stuff is going to go up. So I'm trying to mess with my supplier and see if that's going to take effect this year, if that's a next year thing. Because he quoted me, I was looking to get more TSS, and he quoted me like $15 more a pound.
Oh, wow.
So I guess not that much. It was like $12 12 something a pound more per pound. So that's going to suck.
Yep. That's going to suck big time.
So between that and the powder shortages, I would expect ammo to increase in price substantially in the next 5 to 6 months to the end of the year. Especially
Right.
especially if, if he gets elected again, steals his way in again, it's going to get even worse probably.
Yeah. I guess I need to get my order in quick.
Webb's Sporting Good, that's what it was.
Oh,
Yeah. I
man.
guess the Webb Sporting Good owner and Migra's owner were like good buddies and had worked out this great deal, and they'd like call each other and talk to each other on like a daily basis, would like do barbecues with each other and knew everybody's like their family's names, would go to like sporting events and stuff with each other. And Migra sold out to I don't remember, some other big retailer or something, and that retailer basically told Migra to not sell to this Webb's anymore, and he did it. Basically just cut ties with that company and said to hell with his relationship with his friend. But I mean, for a multi-million-dollar deal, I guess that's what people do. And then Boss came in and made a deal to basically fill in the void from what Migra had done. So that's all I know. That's all I know about Boss with their whole retail sales thing, is that one store or that one local chain. I don't know if it's like multiple stores or what, but anyway.
Well, the only politics we're talking about, Cody, is Biden raising the tariff on China, and we're going to be seeing less and less steel, tungsten, bismuth, powder going to go up.
I don't know if it has anything to do with powder, but it had there was a list I saw. It said the rare minerals, steel for sure, and I'm sure they're putting a tariff on all the metals. So much to people's surprise, not everything is 100% made in America, despite what they say. It might be manufactured or made into a certain thing, but the raw material comes from China. So
SoFlo, what's up? What's up, Billy? Catfishing with Billy. I don't know you that well, sir. Get to know me a little bit better.
I hear you after 5. That's pretty much the way to, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's we got to get our LOL, get to know me better. Well, it's true. Come to the woods, he says. Yeah, we got to get Trump back in. We got to.
Yep.
Doing good, Billy. Just chilling out, having a good time. I ain't seen you in a while. I tried calling you the other day. It wasn't nothing other than just to talk. And then I got tied up with a bunch of other stuff. But I'm going to give you a holler. Yeah. You talking about the merchandise stuff? No, I didn't try to call you. Talking about Billy from SoFlo Outdoors. The merch, we're working on it. I called today to see what else they needed other than my the input for the permits. No, not yet. No, not yet. I haven't got any of that information yet. I tried calling just to see when they were going to do it. I think it's going to be 1st of August. From what Charles says, it's going to be the 1st of August when they start putting out the time frame for the swan permits. But I didn't know if I had talked to you about the merchandise. We're still working on it. I left the guy a message on the phone to call me back. See what's going on. Try to get that store started.
Do you have to draw for a permit in North Carolina for swans, or can you is it over the counter?
You got to draw for a permit.
How many points does it usually take?
If you're from out of state, usually 1.
Really?
July 1st. Oh, July 1st. So in 2 months. Okay. Roughly.
I want to shoot a swan.
I suggest you go with a number 9 TSS load. I'm just saying.
Yeah. The thing about me, though, anytime I go hunting with anything sub gauge or smaller in any way, shape, or form, I get screwed. Like something goes wrong, and
yeah,
I don't know.
I want to shoot one with a 410 now.
Good grief.
I do. I want, of course, he's going to have to be feet down, feet down, almost touching the ground.
Well, I mean, a number 9 or number 8 going 1,500 feet per second is the same in any gauge. It's just a pellet count. If you can smack them in the head, it doesn't matter.
Jeff is asking do you think we'll have plenty of ammo for next season or just price increases?
It's hard to say right now. There's lots of people freaking out, and I won't name names of companies, but there are people definitely taking advantage of the ammo or the powder shortages. It's a real thing. I just think that people are jumping the gun. Powder, it's needed, it's necessary, but compared, especially when you're talking tungsten, it's a very it doesn't really add much to the cost of the shell, right? Like most of the I mean, this is the way with it with anything, but the majority of the cost is in the shot. But right now it's not looking good with the shot either because of this tariff. So plenty of ammo, maybe. We'll see. I would be buying whatever you can at the moment, as much as you can. Don't want to be the guy in, like, at least here where the season starts in October, you don't want to be the guy September 28th saying, hey, I guess I got to go buy duck loads now. Then nothing's there, or it's $50 a box for steel, which is probably going to be the case.
Yeah.
I mean, not that much, but you'll probably get used to seeing $35+ a box for steel shot, I would think.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. I got this fruitcake trying to get into the chat with us. I'm gonna let him in, but I'm telling you, Keith, this guy's he's a card.
I'm the
Ladies and
whole
gentlemen,
deck.
me.
I am the whole deck. I'm not just a card. You got me for 10 minutes. I just got done washing dishes.
Cody, Keith,
What's
Keith,
up?
Cody.
What's up,
I've met
man?
him before. Well, if this
Swamp
this
Rat
all
saying
happens,
he bought enough to last him 4 seasons. Jeff wants to know, when should we put waterfowl loads order in with you?
I'm taking orders every day. The problem is that when you say if there's going to be plenty of ammo, I don't know what the in-stock stuff is going to look like, because I get people, fortunately, like I'm grateful for it, but people are putting in larger orders fairly often right now. So I've got like 16 cases of 12 gauge triple curl to make before I even touch anything that's going to be listed on the website. So that's just the way it's going to go. But yeah, I'll obviously, you email or call me, I'll put your order in. So.
Well, Cody, how was the walleye?
it was good until I heard that swear word come up. I almost spit my fillet out across the table.
A 5-letter word?
Yeah, something like that.
You did?
Yeah.
He looks up. Yep, he's counting. Starts with a B and ends with an N.
Yeah, it ain't nothing but stupid in between.
And stupid in between. That's right.
Yep.
Well, RD keeps trying to come on. I don't know where.
He's got a master's degree. He should be able to figure this out, right?
That's what I'm saying. He promoted that thing for months. I've got a master's degree. I've got a master's degree in computer science. Where's your picture?
Where's your picture? Where are you?
I've got a high school GED diploma. I mean, come on, I can get on here.
You've got more than that.
Well, I do, but I don't go around bragging on it. I'm the smartest redneck you'll ever see in your entire life. I got some education.
You got the redneck part right.
You got that right, Bubba. All right, Keith, I got to know, if you ever decide to come to South Carolina, I have to ask this question because of the guy that's below you. So are you allergic to shellfish? Can you eat shrimp and crawfish?
Yep. I love it.
The guy down below you, I almost killed him.
Yeah.
Man, I was.
You didn't know he was allergic to shellfish?
He didn't even know.
Never eaten it before.
Jeez.
Oh.
My cousin's allergic to shrimp and pretty much any fish, any aquatic animal. It's so bad that he can't touch like divers. Like if he shoots a diver duck, if he sticks his hand in, like finger in his mouth, he'll break out in hives.
Really?
Sticks the hand in the bill, yeah, with eating fish all day and all that.
Wow.
Yeah, he'll just swell up and break out like it's almost instantaneous. It's a really bad.
Well, if I was allergic to freshwater fish, I could as well be dead.
Right. Yeah. Well, any fish
It'd be awful
ever
funny to chase him around the yard with a dead fish.
Yeah. Yep.
Where are we at, Cody? Are you up in your cabin or are you home?
Yep, I'm up north.
I got you.
And I've been seeing this past week, I saw a lot of really nice ring bills. and a lot of birds moving through here.
Really?
Cool.
So
They still headed north, or
yeah, typically we don't have ringbills stick around here very much in our smaller ponds, but over the past week and a half, I saw a lot of ringbills, a lot of them.
wow, that's interesting. I wonder if they're sticking around because of. I heard there's more fires in Canada, like
Yeah,
in the
there's
Alberta area.
Yep. I don't know, I guess, because I know they like woodland waters and stuff, don't they?
Typically,
So yeah, that very well could be, or it could be just they're just kind of late because it's been cooler up here anyway.
right.
So our water temps on the lake
Jeff's
here
asking, when or where
55
did you hear
degrees.
about investment? Jeff, I saw it on a Facebook page, and it was connected to a article written by Wildfowl magazine. That's what I saw.
Yep.
Now, I don't know who else has seen that, but that's what I saw. Let's see if I can't find it again. No, I don't see it now. But it was on. I don't know if it popped up on Facebook or what. Anyway.
Oh.
Yep.
Bass Pro Shops. This is on their page. Bass Pro Shops and Max Prairie Wings announced union 3 days ago. Max Prairie Wings and Bass Pro Shops announced today a new partnership between the iconic outdoor brands.
So the less competition that there gets to be, the more of a monopoly it gets to be.
Yep.
Well, ever since Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's merged, the Cabela's that we have up here is completely went right down the, you know what?
Yep.
Cabela's used to be an awesome store to shop at.
Yep. So I go to Shields now.
Yeah, Shields is great. Yeah.
I mean, we got a Bass Pro Shop that's a couple hours up the road, but are they going to carry Max Prairie Wings gear? Which I doubt. I don't know.
Is Max Prairie Wings, is that the one in Arkansas?
Yeah, in Stuttgart.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, they got a great store. I mean, it's all kind of it's all about the ducks there, but I mean, they've got lifestyle area, they've got furniture, lifestyle furniture, fishing gear, whatever you want, but it's primarily a duck hunting store.
Yeah.
And Bass Pro Shop is primarily by its name, it's a fishing store.
Yep.
And all that gear, the brands, Bandit, and all that, they're going to get rid of all that and turn it into Northern Flight because that's what Bass Pro Shop sells.
Yep.
Call
it Northern Fright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some of their gear, but it's definitely not my favorites. That's what I'm worried about.
Well, I think we got a lot of big things to worry about in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Next, 8 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We're not headed anywhere good.
I don't know. I think not to get political, but you're going to see some crap go down if what's his name?
Oh yeah.
Again.
Yep. You're going to see stuff go down either way. If Trump gets reelected, there's going to be protests and riots and all kinds of garbage. And if Biden gets reelected, we're just going to go down the tubes. So,
100%. I just think the right they're going to start doing stuff that January 6th isn't going to be anything compared to
right.
So
yep.
We have to have another 4 years of this bull crap. Like, people are sick of it.
Yep. So. Yeah, I don't know. It's getting to be pretty sad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty
Yeah.
sad.
Charles says, didn't Cabela's put a store in Rock Hill? I don't think so, Charles. I know there was one in Charlotte, but I know there was a Cabela's in Charlotte, which is, Rock Hill is right beside Charlotte. I've never heard of Presley's Outdoors. I don't know if y'all have, but I haven't.
Nope. But my battery's getting low, and I got to get stuff packed up and get ready to back home. But so,
all right,
just figure I'd holler at you.
Well, I appreciate you coming up for a few minutes.
So, well, keep it real.
I always do.
All right, see ya.
Take care. Give me a call sometime, would you?
Okay.
All right. I will, Jeff. I'll check them out. Oh, man. You look tired, Bubba.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. Baby didn't sleep well last night. Woke us up like 4 times.
Oh, goodness.
So, that's fun.
Yeah, I didn't do too much this weekend. I plan on, like I was telling you earlier on the phone, if it doesn't pour down rain again, I'm going to shoot tomorrow. But it'll be tomorrow afternoon when I get off work.
The ultimate 16 gauge duck load.
Yes, sir. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Speaking of guns and ammo, I had a guy I kind of work with, a veterans guiding organization, and he's in the inn with one of his local shields, and he was going to get the new Browning A5 20 gauge.
Really?
I think they only had like one or two of them in their store. So
Tell him to go ahead and pick up a firing pin spring while he's at it.
right.
I'm gonna tell you, it made a world of difference.
Take it to a gunsmith. I don't know.
Buddy, I'm gonna tell you right now, I think it shoots faster and throws the shell out farther.
I bet it does. Good grief. I can't even believe that, but oh well. Got it figured out though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was exciting. I'm like, dang, dude. I won't tell you what the price was that they were going to get it to him for, but it was low.
Yeah, don't break my heart.
It was low. Like,
don't break my heart.
It was stupid low. I'm like, pick me one up for that price.
Pick me one up. I'll come and get it.
Yeah, I'll drive there and get it. Save money. Crazy. But yeah, I don't think they have any camo versions out or anything fancy like that. It's just their just their walnut basic field upland looking type version of it. So
they'll have it out soon. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't introduce a 28.
God, that'd be sweet.
I think doesn't Rite make a 28?
I'm not sure. I'll look it up. I want to say they're just 12s and 20s.
I don't know. Rite's been making a good gun, man. They really have.
Seems like they do. They're good for the money. Haven't heard too many things going on.
Of course, I can't show it on here, but I showed you the new Mossberg over and under, right?
Well, you showed me the picture of it. Yeah, you took pictures.
Yeah, I can't bring it up on here, but they're a good look. That's a good looking gun, man. For 28 gauge.
Holy crap, they've got a bunch.
Who?
Rite. Not gauges, not necessarily, but they've got a bunch of models. Crap, they've got one that looks like an Ethos.
Really?
It's freaking $3,100.
How much?
$3,100.
Holy crap.
Antalya SS Elegant. It's got that like silver, like nickel plated receiver, and it's almost like exactly like a freaking Benelli Ethos.
Wow.
What the heck gauges are these? .12 gauge. That's it. I think they're only 12 and 20. I think they're only 12 and 20 gauge.
Oh.
Nobody likes 16 gauge anymore, Matt.
Do what?
Nobody likes 16 gauge anymore.
No, they don't, man. I don't know why. I mean, there's the sub gauges, and with the ammo and the choke systems they got now, you can do what you want to. And generally speaking, it's lighter recoil. Generally speaking, it's faster acquisition on the target and a faster when you're getting back on the target.
Right.
You can acquire it, after you make your first shot. There's hardly any recoil. Hey, Mark, what's going on?
I'm looking on their website. I can't. It doesn't look like they make anything. just 12s and 20s.
I'm fighting Bougie right now.
They look pretty slick. I don't know.
What's up, Mark? How you doing tonight? We're just talking about guns and ammo, and that's about it. Was into a little bit of politics, which I don't mind talking politics if it refers back to hunting and fishing stuff. But
that's what I was trying to say. It's like, try to make it relevant to the topic, but I think you're going to see stuff happen with availability of things and prices of things. I mean, it's nothing we're not used to at this point, but I don't know, it's going to get bad again, I think.
Well, I mean, it goes along their narrative. If they know good and well they can't get the guns from us. I mean, they just won't be able to. Not saying they won't try. I'm just saying it's going to be very hard. So put a tariff on everything and make ammunition. Therefore, what do you need them for?
Yep. Try to price people out of it and make it unavailable, inaccessible.
Yep.
So, yep. We'll just do what the Slockmaster does. We'll shoot arrows in the air at them. You seen that?
Huh?
Have you seen that? That Tim Wells guy that shoots ducks with arrows?
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah.
That's what we're going to be doing is freaking slinging arrows at them. I don't know.
Until someone gets shot in the head with an arrow.
Yeah. I mean, if somebody could come up with a viable air gun, shotgun for duck hunting, then maybe.
You still have to find the non-toxic shot.
Yeah, but that's only one.
I mean,
I don't know. They'd probably make it for like
go back to your 18 and 22 gauges.
18. Is there even such a thing? Probably.
There is.
All about the weird gauges now, don't you?
I went and studied on that stuff, buddy.
There's so much weird crap out there.
There was like 18, 22, 24, of course, the 24 and the 32. I'm like, I didn't even know that was a thing until you mentioned it. And I think when I got off the phone with you that night, I went straight into Google.
There's freaking 11 gauge and 14 gauge and
yep.
I found a guy that does ballistic testing down in Georgia, and he does ballistic testing for like everything up to like 1 bore.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, who in the freaking heck is shooting a single bore? A 1 bore. He's 1, 2, 4. Like,
I mean, you can't hunt with it, can you?
You can't hunt with it. What are you out there market hunting? Shooting rafts of divers and stuff? I don't know. Someone's got to do it, though.
Somebody's got to do it. Why not us?
I know those guys that shoot 8 gauge just hunt with them anyway. They don't give a crap about the laws.
Yeah. If you can hold one, if you're man enough to hold one, you're man enough. You don't.
Those things are freaking. Those things are heavy, man. Like,
that's
or 10 gauges, like, or 10 gauges are like
Hey, Craig.
10 to 12 pounds. Those things are like 20 pounds.
Like I said, if you can shoulder one and shoot it, then you're a man. I mean,
I know that I've heard it from the people that big time 8-gauge people are like, yeah, we don't care. We hunt turkeys with them, and they'll load them with black powder and bismuth. They'll go shoot freaking 2.5 ounces of bismuth at them. They don't care.
2.5 ounces of bismuth. That turkey load you made, what do you have? 3 ounces in there?
That 10 gauge, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's stupid. You only need like half of that to really kill a turkey, but people like it. I mean, if you're going to be shooting them past 60 yards, ethically, that's the way to do it.
Oh, yeah.
It hurt, dude. I shot it twice, and I'm like, I'm done.
You're done.
I'm done. It's tested in the lab. It's tested in the range. I'm like, holy crap, dude.
Jeff said, I shot a 6-gauge, 6-inch mag once when both 12-gauge shot both barrels at once.
6-gauge.
The waterfowl Widowmaker. How many of you guys in here remember that show? TJ and Mike.
I had people buying that 3-ounce load with like a 910 stack or something. I had some crazy freaking guy said I've got a set of my decoys, this place I hunt at. Sorry, I'm freaking smoked. He's like these teal and divers and all this stuff that hang up and they land outside the decoys like 60 to 80 yards away. He's like, I want to be able to just shoot them off the water and not deal with it, you know? I'm like, yeah, this load might be the one for that. And he sends me pictures like, yeah, I shot my freaking half my limit with like 2 shots. Like, good grief. Do not condone, but it is possible.
I mean, the backstop you'd have had to been leaning on.
I don't know. I think they're shooting gas like SP10s and stuff like that. It's not. I've heard. Of course, these are people that get knocked in the head with recoil every day with 10 gauge. So who knows if it's true or not? But they say it's not bad. They got a few screws loose. Yeah, it's like, what in the heck? These loads are awesome. I shot half my limit and 2 shells.
Well, that's what I plan on doing in teal in September. And shoot my limit and 2 shells.
Yeah. Or it was their whole limit. I don't know. Guy's crazy. I'll probably see him again in a few months.
Do what?
I'll probably see him order stuff in a few months.
Yeah. Well, we're going to try to figure out the ultimate 16 gauge here.
It's going to be good, dude. It'll probably throw a ridiculous pattern with all 3, and you'll just be like, you have no idea what the heck you want to do.
Yep.
Just like they're all great.
I'm thinking the improved cylinder is going to be the ticket, but
improved cylinder with all 3 of them, or which one in particular?
All 3 of them. I think the improved cylinder is going to, at 35 yards. I mean,
yeah,
it's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I'll find out tomorrow. We'll go up there and put the target up, and I'll have everything ready to get rock and roll as soon as I get off work. Run over there, slap the targets up, shoot.
Let it rip.
Let her rip, tighter chip.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, I'm torn because I want to shoot something different this year. Shoot a lot of 12. I'm going to test a lot of 12 gauge stuff I've been working on, but I want to shoot. I should probably just get both of them, but I want to get a 28 gauge and I'm talking beaters. I have 16 and 28 gauge guns I test with, but I want to get some like beater semi-auto 28s and 16s.
Yeah.
I think TriStar is kind of the way to go for that. If I want just something I can throw in a boat or use as like a boat oar or whatever, that's probably the way to go. Not feel bad about it.
Yeah. That's why I carry my Benelli in the boat. I don't usually shoot it. I just shoot my 16, but I paddle myself around with a Benelli.
Yeah. Yep.
Keith, what gauge and shell is your go-to for duck?
12 gauge. Shell, I don't know. I'm always tinkering and testing different stuff. It's probably why I can't hit anything, because I'm shooting 5 different freaking types of ammo at the same time. This year, I don't know. I'm going to be shooting be trying to shoot triple curl. I've got it kind of figured out on how to shoot it close over decoys. I can add a spreader insert. It's a type of component. You see it mostly with trap loads and stuff, but it throws a pretty good pattern inside a decoy range. That's kind of the problem with TSS, I've heard, and it's my problem too, is you can't hardly shoot anything up close with it because it patterns so tight. But that, and I've got a 1.5 ounce bismuth load that's really good up close. Like I told you this, Matt, I've been trying to figure out how to shoot ducks over decoys. I've grown up a pass shooter my whole life. So trying to figure out, I know it sounds stupid, but just learning how to shoot over decoys and in tight spots. Yeah, a few different spots that I've been hunting in the last couple of years and just trying to figure it out. See if I can't make up for the lack of practice with better ammo. I don't know.
I think it's practice. I think if you stick with one tube and one load, and you go out there, practice all summer, and then right before the duck season starts, take you a handful of that load and that duck load and go out there and shoot some skeet, I think you got it.
Yeah.
For the average person, I know you're always tinkering with new loads, so
I don't know what it is. I'm always just messing around with stuff. So different speeds, different payloads, different shot types, all that kind of stuff.
Keep your phone handy tomorrow evening, because I'm going to be sending you photos.
Sounds good.
That's if it don't pour down rain again.
Yeah.
I cut the grass Thursday. I got to cut it again now.
Jeez. Oh, man.
Man, it's growing.
The thing is, I need a ride-on like yours. I need a ride-on lawnmower for my backyard. It's a beast. I've just got this freaking push mower. Luckily, at this point, I only have to cut it once a week. I couldn't imagine trying to cut that thing twice a week. So,
I mean, I'll probably wait to Thursday before I cut it, but it needs it. It absolutely needs it again.
yeah.
I cut it in a number 2 on the rider, and within 3 days, it could be cut again. It just grows, man. I do have the prettiest yard in the neighborhood. I will say that. Mine's the greenest.
Isn't everything green out there with all that rain?
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Mark says I hate mowing.
You come out here and think everything was dead.
Yeah, it's what you need a lawnmower for. Just get a billy goat.
I was talking to my brother-in-law this weekend. He's into solar sales, and he's up in Illinois. He says the people up there, he says all they like to do is just sit around and drink and mow their lawn. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, Charles, I did. I cut grass last Thursday. You go out there right now, you can't tell it. It is. And I got a couple spots in the yard that even without any rain for a couple of days, it's still boggy. Yes, sir, it is, Craig. This is Keith with Salt Creek Custom Ammo. He's the guy that makes that TSS that I shoot.
I'm the guy.
He is the guy. Yeah, he's my ammo guru, man.
Is Craig your hunting buddy?
Yeah, he's the one up in North Carolina.
Ah. Nice.
Yeah. You see the hat I'm wearing, right?
I do. Slick.
Slick. I didn't even know you were going to be up here tonight.
I didn't know either. It was just me and you for like 15 minutes.
I know.
I was like,
we got like 8 people up in here.
Yeah.
I ain't but 3 people talking, but we got 8 people up in here. There you go. They work great. Yeah,
oh, thanks, man. That's awesome.
I gave him some shells to shoot.
Oh, did you? Yeah, that 12 gauge load's kind of weird. I haven't tested this yet. I need to go shoot it on paper, and this sounds totally out there, so don't do it just because I said to do it, because I don't necessarily condone doing it, but I've been meaning to go shoot the threads, which means just shooting your gun without a choke in it. And people are worried about that because they think the shot's gonna score the barrel or the chokes and ruin all the threads, but I've heard that's not true. And anyway, with that 12 gauge load, it seems to do better the more open it gets.
Right. The 16 the same way.
Yeah. It's definitely having to do with the shot type and the wads that are used, because it's not like that with every TSS duck load on the market. I think Apex usually does better with modified. But yeah, I wanted to shoot threads, and I had a guy in Iowa that we hunted with, and I left a bunch of shells there. And when I was there, I was going to test that theory. I was going to shoot bare threads, and then I gave him my cylinder choke. And then we swapped at the very end, and we didn't shoot anything, but he forgot to put the choke back in his gun. The farmer told him that he was going to spray the fields, so they needed to pick up their snow goose spread. So he went and pulled the truck up, was pulling up decoys, and realized that there was one, he thought a decoy swimming off and getting lost, but he realized it was an actual snow goose. So he runs back to the truck, has it loaded, bare threads, spooks this thing up, and he says by the time he shot, it had to be, he claims like some 70 yards, and he absolutely pillowcased it with those 7s. So I don't know what it is. I shoot True Lock, so True Lock stuff. It seems like I'm getting constriction even out of cylinder choke in my Versamax. So I think if I opened it up even more with just the bare threads, then it might be better. I don't know. That stuff shoots tight, even in cylinder.
I shot that target at 70 yards with an improved cylinder, pure gold, improved cylinder, 26-inch barrel, and what I put 50% in the 30-inch circle. I mean,
Yeah.
well, it'll reach out and touch something.
That's the thing people don't realize. If you're shooting 9s, which has 362 to 365 pellets, if you're shooting 50%, you're putting, what is that, 150, 60 pellets in there?
150. Yeah.
In a 30-inch circle at 70 yards. So it's pretty ridiculous. I guess that's like 180, 360. That's a ton. So.
Yeah, Craig's saying and him and the preacher are going to get some just to shoot cripples. And I'm like, if you shoot them at the flying ducks, you're not going to have any cripples. If you hit them, they ain't going to have any cripples.
No, but I can see the benefit with that, shooting cripples with them. Sometimes those cripples get out there and get away from you, so they would be good for that.
Oh man.
No, it does not.
No, when I'm shooting bismuth, Charles, now I'm purely talking about the 16 gauge. I found out that improved cylinder shoots it a whole lot better at decoying birds and a little bit farther out, so 40 yards with improved cylinder. I was with, except when I was shooting my Belgian Browning, which is a full choke. Maybe it's just the standard full choke in that Belgian Browning. Maybe it's worn out a little bit, but number 7s were the killer in that gun. But with the new Sweet 16, I found out improved cylinder shoots a whole lot better.
Well, there's, you can get bismuth to pattern tight like TSS, but it's not gonna shoot as tight as TSS in the same chokes.
Right.
So that's to be more specific that way, I guess. Where mostly cylinder and improved cylinder shoots TSS really well. Bismuth seems to perform the best anywhere between like light modified to improved modified, depending on the load.
I'll let you know tomorrow.
Well, I mean, that's if you want that's if you want screaming type patterns and like 40 to 50 yard killing patterns. Maybe even more. I think you could probably shoot bismuth at 60, depending on chokes and the load. Yeah, if you're wanting to shoot like you is the 16, it's like if you're wanting to shoot over decoys or in timber, then yeah, you're gonna have to open it up. Even with bismuth, you're gonna have to open it up. I think like what I'm gonna do this year, I came up with an 1.5 ounces, a 2 3/4 ounce bismuth load moving 1250. It patterns great for me at decoying range with the cylinder choke. So I know people don't like to stagger, and they advise against staggering loads, but thinking of having two up front, the two bismuth loads up front with a TSS in the back, I don't have to change chokes. I shoot the two up front over decoys at the close stuff, and I can shoot, maybe a straggler or two with the
You talking
TSS
about triple
load.
stacking?
Yeah, like the two bismuth up front and the TSS in the back, same choke.
But are you triple stacking 3 different loads, 3 different shot sizes?
I haven't thought about that, but I guess I could have like
I just give you a new idea.
Well, no, I don't know. I just figured like 2 ounce and a half number 5s up front, and I don't know, like a number 8 as a third or 9, something like that. I don't know.
Good Lord.
Just for pellet count, right? I don't know.
Shawoom.
I've got a bunch of crazy freaking ideas I want to do. So
a triple stack. Oh my God.
triples have like 7s, 5s, and then a TSS number 9 in the back.
You would have to shoot a 12 just to get all that in there.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about in the same shell?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like a straight load of 7s with like a straight load of 5s, and then like a triplex. No,
a triplex.
Duplexes are already a big enough pain in the butt to load. So,
I mean, his wheels are turning, guys. Triplex.
I know freaking who the heck is it? It's got is it the Grand Slam that's got the 5, 6s, and 7s in the load? The turkey load?
Wow.
It's like 5 lead. I think it's like 5 copper plated lead with like 6, like number 6 flight stopper, I think, and then number 7 TSS. Some weird thing. It's kind of a gimmick, but
God.
I don't know.
That's a heck of a load. I don't care.
But yeah, how much do you choke bismuth? I don't know. It depends on what ranges. Like I think cylinder and improved cylinder do well out to maybe 30, 35 yards. Past that, I don't know. You could go up to light modified. You just got to figure that out on your own. Shoot the patterning board, and everyone knows what distances they're shooting at. So
I figure shooting at a standard 35-yard target gives me enough information where I can shoot close and far. If it's further than 35, if it's a pass shooting thing, then I just push it out just a little bit further. If it's in the decoys, I mean, which could be 15 feet.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're
shooting a golf ball at them, but still, that's why I like improved cylinder and skeet cylinders, because I'm always shooting in the timber. I mean,
yeah.
Especially if I'm shooting bismuth.
I think shooting more open chokes helps. And I'm starting to discover this on the patterning board and doing my own research online, listening to ballistics experts. It seems like once you get to that 300 plus pellet mark in your payload, then even with an improved cylinder or a cylinder choke at 40, even 40, 45, maybe even further, you've got so many pellets in your pattern that even at those ranges, you're still putting that golden number, that 100 pellet count in a 30-inch circle.
Right.
So it seems like that's the magic number. If you can get if you can be at or over 300 pellets in your payload, no matter the shot type, then it seems like you can get away with shooting way more open chokes. Where if you're shooting like an, I don't know, like for instance, like an ounce and an eighth of like 2 or 3 steel that only has 160, 80 pellets, you have to shoot tighter to get that pellet count inside of the 30-inch. So, and it goes back to what we've always been talking on the phone,
Yeah.
Bigger payloads and smaller shot sizes seem to be, at least it seems to be trending these days, and it the idea and the theory behind it seems to work. So,
Well, I've always had that. I just didn't know the technical terms of a lot of the stuff, but I mean, we've always shot smaller pellets, back before we had to shoot steel. And when we were forced to shoot steel, you know, they didn't make small pellets. They made bigger, better, it was like that 5-letter word again, build it back better, and they didn't.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not a ballistics expert. I'm still learning and applying a lot of this stuff to my own usage, and maybe applying it later to products that I'll be selling. But it seems like, it just seems that at least right now, I don't think steel was given a fair shake the way it was loaded early on.
Right.
Everyone was shooting lighter payloads with huge pellets going just extremely fast, and your patterns were terrible. Your pattern density was just trash. People attributed it to, it's steel shot, it's lighter material, therefore I'm not killing as much stuff because of the material. No, it's because the pattern sucked. That's the working theory for a lot of people right now, and I don't know. I'm going to be putting that theory to the test on my own this fall with steel. I know business.
Well, I mean,
business
talked about it on the phone.
Moving super quick.
Yeah, we've talked about it on the phone a lot, and I think we were both in agreement. With anything that's, say, within the 35-yard mark, a decoy and bird, number 6, 2 3/4, number 6 steel, running at 1250 will kill a bird just as quick as anything else.
Well, you look at these patterns, and I don't have 6 steel. I was shooting a bunch of this stuff with like number 5 steel, and I mean the pattern's so freaking dense. I can only imagine what 6s look like. Hell, even 7s. It's like you center that pattern up on a duck. There's no way it's coming out of it.
Right.
There's just no freaking way. I mean, you think about it, and this is my theory because I was seeing this with turkey loads. For instance, the example is like a number 10 size pellet in TSS. On paper, it only has a killing distance of like 50, 55 yards. Well, people were shooting my 12 gauge 3.5-inch load and 10 gauge straight number 10 load at turkeys at like 60 and 70 yards and just absolutely stoning them dead. I think it is a lot of the things that the people consider is all those pellets hitting that turkey all at once puts an extreme amount of energy and force into it. And there's just so much of it, it's just not going to make it out of it. It's just not going to come out alive. And I think that's the same way with wing shooting. You put, like I said, 300, 350 plus pellets in the air, and you center that up on a duck. It's going to fall to the ground.
Yeah.
It just makes 100% sense to me, but it's completely opposite from what the industry has been preaching and selling for the last 35, 40 years.
I think one of my moderators just put me in timeout, so it's your show.
Build it back. Yeah, shame on you.
I know it's your show now, Keith. You just say what you want to now.
I don't want.
I'm on timeout.
But yeah, if people ever wonder what the heck I'm freaking talking about, I've been going down the rabbit hole. I've been watching that Mid Valley Mercenaries. He's got it's called the MVM podcast, and he's had that Jimmy Muller from Muller Choke Tubes, and he's talking about his and doing further research. I don't think this is an original theory or something that Jimmy Muller has coined or come up with on his own. There's a few other longtime shotgun ballistics experts that have come up with that theory as well. And I've been trying to push that forever, but I don't think it's up until now, with the whole advent of podcasts and social media and all these different things online, that have really broadcast these ideas out there to the masses. So I'm going to be putting it to the test. It's theories. I'm not going to say it's the only way to go until I'm out there and I'm stoning ducks with number 6 steel at 1250 feet per second. We're going to see.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if they're in range, if they're in range, it just doesn't matter what you're shooting.
True.
Especially in timber, when mallards they look like Walmart trash bags when they come floating in. I mean, they're just
Yeah. It's true.
And you're going to kill them. You shoot them with 410s. It just doesn't matter.
Right.
But if you're a public waterfowler like myself, and sometimes you got to try to stretch. You don't want to all the time, but sometimes you got to stretch it. I don't think steel has enough oomph, and that's where I go with bismuth or TSS. That number 9 TSS has become that's my favorite. I just flat out. It just everybody in here knows what I've done with it, but if you don't know, you can ask.
Yeah.
All right, Charles, have a good one. But I've really come to like number 5s and number 7 in bismuth.
Mm-hmm.
It relates to the size shot that we shot during the lead days, and it's running a little bit hotter than the lead, but still, you're on them. They're in range. You're going to kill them. Simple as
that. Well, I think even modern day bismuth loads are moving too fast.
Yeah.
Looking at different manuals, some of those that have been touted as some of the leading shot shell ballistics experts in their publications, they only have loads that are going anywhere between 1,200 and 1,300 feet per second. They don't have them going. They don't have them going 1,350, 1,400, 1,450 feet per second like you see with like Winchester stuff.
Right.
It's at that point you're just getting all nothing but recoil and more open patterns.
Yeah, I think smaller shot, lower. If you're running 1250 to 13, I think you're fine. I mean, I think that's fine. Me personally. Anything above that, I think it's just a waste.
It is.
I'd rather put more shot in there than less powder.
Well, it's with bismuth in particular, you have to be careful because it's a frangible material. So the faster you push that stuff, the more fragmentation you're going to see, and that only translates to less density in your pattern, less downrange performance. So you're actually getting better long-range performance with slower speeds in that, like I would say, nominally probably the sweet spot is probably 1250 like you said, 1,300 feet per second at most. But like you said, I mean, even out to inside 30 yards, I don't think it matters.
Right.
I think steel has its place over decoys. I think bismuth has its place over decoys, and it does well at that mid range. I would say 30 to 50 yard range is where I think bismuth really shines. And then TSS past 50 yards is where
Right.
is where it really shines, 50, 60, even 70 yards. So
that would be the only reason. I mean, I like the TSS. I
yeah,
really do. But
it's stupid. If anybody has never shot it, and I mean, it's unreal when you're wrapping up stuff at 50, 60 yards and they're just dropping stone cold. It's like you have to just do it just to believe it.
yeah.
So like I said, that was my problem this last year is I couldn't hit anything inside 40 yards. I'd be hitting a lot of my stuff with the third shot.
Right.
I'd be like, boom, boom, 2 shots and it's done. And I'd have to focus in on the third one and then it'd smack them and it was 40, 50 yards out by the time I was able to hit them. So that's kind of where I figured I'd try that staggered load.
Well,
have better chance up close in the decoys with a steel or bismuth shot.
right.
And then a follow-up if I had to with the TSS.
Yeah. Tomorrow, for you guys that are in here, a sneak preview. I'll be shooting 3 loads tomorrow. Hopefully, if it doesn't pour down rain. A straight up number 7 bismuth. Was it a 4x6? Yeah, 4x6 and
4x6, a 5x7, and a straight
5x7. All in bismuth.
Should
There's your sneak preview. What I'm gonna be shooting hopefully tomorrow.
Should be all right.
Oh, I think it's gonna.
We've already seen it.
I got a sneaking feeling that the 5x7 and the improved cylinder is going to be the
you've already made it up in your own mind. You're gonna find a reason to like it, even no matter what.
No, I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna show you the patterns, and it'll be like, what do you think?
Do we have the pellet counts for that? I don't think I ever did the pellet counts.
You never did. I never got them. If you did them, I don't have them.
I got to figure that out today. I'll send them to you. I'm thinking, I'm like, man, those duplex loads are hard to figure out the pellet counts, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah. But it's I think it's gonna be I just got a sneaking suspicion. That's just my knowing what your 5s do, knowing what your 7s do, putting them together.
Dude, I've seen 5s, dude. My dad was reaching out. His Browning A5 12 gauge loved that 2 3/4 inch bismuth load that I had. And dude, he was reaching out and grabbing stuff with 5s. Like I'm talking
right
50 some yards. So 5x7 should be the ultimate duck load.
I think it will be.
The ultimate 16 gauge duck load.
Well, you'll know when I call and say, my order is
my order is this. Make it happen. Yeah. It's just fun to think about. This is what I like about the off season is you just get to. It's fun to think about what's going to happen. Thinking about planning different things and preparing, scheming, all that stuff. It's fun.
Well, for those that are in here still, I have a question. I am going to be doing a video. It's in research, but it's going to kind of start tomorrow as well. But I'll be shooting all the sub gauges, the 16, the 20, the 28, and the 410. The most recognized sub gauges in the U.S. Do y'all want to see a series, or would you rather see it all in one long video? Curiosity kills the cat. I'm showing 5 people in here. There's 2 on screen, so that means I got 3 people. So,
does it count us in the chat in your watch?
yeah.
Oh, there you go. It's a party. I think you should split it up. I think you do a segment for each one, 410, 28.
Yeah.
That way people that have their favorite can focus in on one video or whatever. I don't know.
It's gonna happen.
Sounds fun. That was one of my other plans this year. Was you inspired me. I wanted to try to shoot a duck with not every gauge, like a freaking 14 and 11 gauge, but I wanted to try to shoot a duck with all the major gauges this year. That'd be kind of fun. 410 to 10 gauge. That'd be fun.
Jeff and Anti are saying 1 for each. You're saying 1 for each. There's my 3. I got it. All right.
There you go.
Split
20
it
gauge,
up.
man. Yeah, Jeff loves the 20 gauge. It's a good gauge.
Oh, yeah.
My dad said they were a part of a club back, when I was still a teeny tiny kid. They said there was a guy, the main owner or partner in that club, some old geezer guy that did nothing but basically just drink beer and shoot geese all day. he says he was a big 20 gauge guy, and he shot it with steel. That was like the early 90s, mid 90s steel days.
Right.
Shot him with 20 gauge steel. And he says he just dust him. So.
Oh yeah, I think people, again, I have 12 gauges behind me, and I've got a lot of them. But I think people underestimate the sub gauges a lot, and they think they're either for kids or old people, and they're not. They're a great gauge. They all have their places. They all have their places. I mean, you can kill ducks with a 410. I've seen it done. Mm-hmm. I know you can kill them with a 20 because I've done it.
Yeah.
In the 16, the only one I haven't killed a duck with or anything with is a 28 gauge. So
I haven't shot a duck with. I've shot pheasants with 16. I haven't shot a duck with the 16. I haven't shot one with a 28 and a 10 gauge. So I've shot them with 410s, 20s, and 12s. But yeah, I should send you those 28 gauge TSS patterns?
Yes, you did.
Just
God, that was ridiculously stupid. That pattern was awesome, dude.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun shooting different stuff this year.
Yeah, I plan on, I know in September I'm going to be shooting 3 gauges in September. Possibly even 4, depending on.
Are you referring to your Louisiana trip?
Yeah.
You're going to take 16, 28, and 410?
We're taking 410s, 28, 20, and a 16.
Oh, 22. Yeah.
We're taking them all.
Yeah. A lot of people hate on the 28 gauge and it's a valid argument in some ways. And I think the main argument is it's like, why in the heck would I shoot a 28 gauge when I could get a 20 that's just as heavy or just as light and have 10 times better ammunition choices.
Right. Well, there's your argument on all the sub gauges. I mean, 410s are hard to come by. 28s are hard to come by. 20 is not. There's a love of 20s. 16 gauges are fairly hard to come by. I mean, when you do, you better grab them up.
Yeah.
But you know, to sit there and have something. I mean, if you're shooting ducks, I mean, if you're pass shooting ducks, I'm not going to pass shoot with a 410 or even a 28. All right, it's going to be 16 or 12. Just because.
I would pass shoot with that 28.
All right, Jeff, appreciate it, buddy.
I wouldn't hesitate pass shooting with that 28 gauge load.
Not with that load you had. No, that
is filthy.
It was wicked.
It surprised me, dude. Like, there's not a whole lot of times where I get up to a target and start preaching. But I was like, holy mo.
Yep.
You know, I was like, good grief.
I forget what it was.
If I could just get a way more 28 gauge hulls and components, I'd throw out a bona fide triple curl 28 gauge load.
Well, I'm waiting.
On the website, but I just don't have the hulls. The market's just not supporting it as much as 20 and 12. So I could do it custom for a few people here and there, but that's about it.
Well, I'm telling you now, I need some custom loads. 410, 20, and 28. just send me the bill.
I don't think that's the thing about 410 is with a 3-inch, you could get away with 3-inch 5/8 ounce bismuth. It throws good patterns. That's a decent amount of pellet count. But dude, the TSS, that's the thing. Like, this TSS stuff, just it makes even 410 a viable duck gun.
Yeah.
Like a 5/8 ounce TSS load of number 9s in a 410 or any gauge, it's just the payload, but it's like roughly 230 pellets.
Right.
It's like you can't find a conventional 12 gauge waterfowl load with that many pellets without going to extremely small shot sizes. Like I said, like 6s or 5s or 4s. I guess 4s you could get there pretty easily, but
if I'm a shooter 410,
the thing is, like, you're not getting, even with the 4 steel, it's like you're not getting the downrange, and you're just not getting the same ballistics even in a 410. So it's like your 410 with even a 1/2 ounce or a 5/8 ounce load of TSS is going to outdo any steel 12 gauge load and compete pretty heavily with even bismuth 12 gauge loads. So crazy stuff.
I'm thinking a number 9 and a 410 would be the ultimate as far as a number 9, or even a number 10. Even a number 10, you know, in a TSS load.
Yeah.
In a 410, especially a 3-inch shell, is just going to be wicked.
I wonder how many pellets that is.
Do what?
5/8 ounce number 10s. Yeah, that's like roughly 340 pellets, I think.
You're shooting in a cylinder, on top and a skeet on the bottom, especially on a over and under. You're gonna kill whatever you want. I mean, it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Especially where that 410 load I have, I think that 3-inch load, I think it was like 1430 feet per second, if I remember right.
Yeah.
So 9s or 10s going 1430 feet per second. Yeah, over decoys, it's going to smoke them.
Yeah.
It's going to be stupid, dude.
I need 5 of them. I just need 5. I'm telling you now, I need to order 5, and 5 in the 410, 5 in the 28, 5 in the 20, and just. I'd like to shoot the triple curl in the 20.
The 20 gauge triple curl. Yeah, that's a good load, dude. That, I don't know. It's probably a toss up, but it might be even a better load than the 12 gauge.
Right.
As far as patterns and, you know, the pellet counts and the payload and the recoil and all that stuff, the velocities, it's all right there. So
Right.
it's good stuff. So I need to shoot more 20 gauge. That's the one thing. I don't think I killed a single duck with the 20 gauge load last year. I think the last time I killed a duck with 20 gauge, I was messing with bismuth 2 years ago.
Right.
No, this was 3 years ago. There was a 7/8 ounce load of 4s. It was mean, dude. It was mean, dude. Like the first duck, this is like granted, it was like one of the first times I'd like mess with bismuth. And dude, the first duck, like first day, first light, it ended up in my lap. It just rolled up like a tortilla just right in front of me. I'm like, dang, that was like zero recoil,
sweet.
zero. That was cool. It's like zero recoil and no muzzle jump, like nothing, just bam, and just this thing is like a hen spoonbill. It just folded up and landed basically right in my seat. And it was like I said, we pass shoot. It was like a pass shooting shot. So I was like, good grief, that was cool.
Well, I hate to do it. We got about 3 minutes left. So
you got a new guy in here, Grant, that just joined us right as we're.
Hey, Grant. Grant, you're late to the party, man. What's up? We were talking shot sizes, bismuth, TSS, choke tubes, guns, sub gauges.
Bass Pro, Max Prairie Wings.
Yeah. Grant, did you hear about Max Prairie Wings merging with Bass Pro Shop? Jeff saying all he shoots are over and unders. Love having two choke choices.
Smart. Could shoot the same load with different chokes and achieve different ranges. That's smart.
Yep.
My dad did that last year on the opener and a couple of times with his Browning Synergy 12 gauge. So,
well, I'm gonna try it with the 410 this year and the 28. Both of them are over and unders, and I just got this weird feeling that I'm gonna pull up. That little 28 fits me perfect right out of the box, and I'm just thinking I'm going to swing on a flock of teal and knock my limit down in 2 shots. That is the, especially if they come in tight, especially if they hit the water in front of me. If they hit the water in front of me, it's over with.
Yeah. Well, I had a guy shooting the 20, going back to the 20 gauge, that's 7/8 ounce of 9s. I had a guy in the early season shooting teal in like the upper Midwest somewhere, Iowa, Wisconsin, something like that. He said he had to be choosier with his shots because he was taking 2 or 3 ducks with one shot. Those teal, those blue wings, they group up like that, and it's like
right.
You got to be.
Yeah, Grant, Cabela's and Bass Pro merged a while ago, but it just came out that Max Prairie Wings and Bass Pro are merging. They're going into partnership together.
So I just got sorry to cut you off, but I got a text from my one supplier. I've got a bunch of different suppliers. I just try to use whatever's available. He says the tariff will be, speaking of Biden's tariff on China, as it applies to TSS, he says the tariff won't be valid until the fourth quarter of this year. It won't be effective anytime soon. That's confirmed by our agent. So going to Jeff and whoever else was talking about getting loads in and orders, I would get those in before. I mean, fourth quarter is the season, so as long as you get your ammunition orders in before season, the prices won't change. Yep. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be hamstrung by that stuff coming in by the fourth quarter. To meet the same margins and to make it worth doing, I'm just gonna have to raise the prices. That's just how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
So if you get them in before the season, you should be fine. So
I'll be making mine hopefully tomorrow night.
Heck yeah. I don't know how that's going to affect bismuth and steel, but like I said, I'm pretty sure most of that raw material comes from China. So
right.
If you're going to be trying to look for loads during the season, which is, I mean, a lot of us have to do that. You're going to burn through a lot of your shells the first few weeks of season. I mean, I would just say try to get what you can. Doesn't even have to be from me, but like from anybody. Like try to get the seasons, like what you think your season's worth of shells would be before September, October.
Right.
So that text literally just came in like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, Grant, it's MPW. Yeah, it's in Stuttgart, Arkansas. Here's you just say you're going out swinging looking for a flock of deal. Yep. I'm going to swing through them. I'm going to turn a pineapple upside down and go killing them.
Nice. You can have your gnome.
Understand that? We'll get the joke.
Are you going to have like a little garden gnome in the front of your boat too?
And an upside down pineapple.
Oh, jeez.
Bring it.
All
right. Well, guys, I'm going to call it tonight. Keith, appreciate you coming up and sitting with me.
This has been fun. Like I said, I was cutting grass and it started to pour rain on us. So,
is it stopped yet?
Yeah, but it's dark now.
Oh, it's too late to cut grass now.
Yeah. It's going to be sopping wet anyway. I don't want to cut it when it's wet.
Right.
This has been fun, dude.
I appreciate it, man. Guys, like I said, Keith's my man when it comes to ammo. Y'all go take a look at his website. Get your orders in, like he says, because it's fixing to hit the fan, I think, like he says, in by fourth quarter. I'm out. Hopefully, if it doesn't pour down rain tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to be out shooting. Hopefully, I have a video out for y'all here shortly. Other than that, guys, y'all have a great week. Next Monday night, as a reminder, I will not be doing a live stream next Monday. It is Memorial Day and the weekend. So y'all go out, have fun with your families, have a good time. When you get a second, pray for the service members who have lost their lives in the defense of our country. This is their weekend. It's theirs and their family's weekend. It's not a veterans weekend. You don't need to go around telling veterans, thank you for your service. It's not their weekend. It is for the ones who have lost their lives. So with that in mind, y'all have a great week, a great weekend, and we will see y'all next time on Daddy Duck 365. Keith, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds good.
Y'all have a good night. Bye.